Let's see. The Warriors should have never won the championship. Let's see what Jxmyhighroller got to say.
Many different ways to say it, but it's
Okay, so this is when they lost in the play-in tournament last year to the Lakers and the Grizzlies when they didn't make the playoffs. And Steph Curry was going crazy, bro. He was playing like an MVP, and he almost carried them to the playoffs, but he lost both playing games.
it was a special year, all things considered. And a new experience for me, Draymond Loon. Tried to make the most of it. Come back, bottle this up. Everybody make the right strides, take advantage of the summer, and you don't want to see us next year.
Okay. Steph Curry was talking his ish at the end of that. That was very bold. That was very bold of him. That was very bold of him to say. I will say that took guts, bro. That took guts. That's something. Hey, that's something that takes guts, bro. To say, you know, you don't want to see us next year, man. And he's right. He was right.
And that'll do it. It's over. The Golden State Warriors return to a familiar place. They're on top of the NBA world. The fourth title in 8 years.
He's right. The dynasty
is still very much alive.
The dynasty's here, bro.
He called it. Against all odds, the Warriors are now the 2022 NBA champions. Somehow, this team that was dead in the water just 2 seasons ago has been crowned NBA champions. But this team had no business even being here in the first place. This Warriors team was never supposed to win this championship. A roster full of has-beens and fringe players making a run at a championship? It's impossible. Well, at least it should have been impossible. But they've got Stephen Curry. And as I was watching Steph completely dismantle the Boston Celtics on their home court to close out the finals, I thought to myself, I'll more than likely never see another player like this in my lifetime.
That's fact.
What Steph is doing cannot be duplicated or repeated. He is truly a one of one.
He's a one of one.
I think it's time we take a closer look at where he ranks among the greatest players to ever play this game.
Yeah.
Because the Warriors should have never won this championship.
Why? Why, Jimmy? Why, Jimmy?
Today's video is brought to you by
I think it's JX though.
Seat Geek. See down there. There's Shaw Baby.
Final seconds here of this 2018 NBA.
So that's the last time they won the finals.
There's the buzzer. There's a new dynasty in the NBA.
That's the last time they won the finals.
The Golden State Warriors champions once again, back-to-back titles.
Bro, but they had KD, bro. That shit don't count. They had KD, Steph Curry, Clay. Fuck, bro. Draymond, bro. Bro, what the fuck? Iggy was good. Iggy was a solid player then. Bro, like, that shit was unfair, bro. That shit was unfair, bro. LeBron had fucking. What the fuck was his second best player's name, bro? Kevin Love, bro. Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, bro. I think J.R. Smith was the second leading scorer of that whole playoff run, and it wasn't even close. He wasn't even nowhere near LeBron. So, I don't know, bro. Bro, that 2018 LeBron run was insane, bro. That shit was insane what he was doing to teams, bro. You might have to watch a video about that shit, actually.
Do y'all remember exactly where you were and how you felt when this happened? I do. I vividly remember watching the Warriors dismantle the NBA year after year on their way.
Bro, that shit was so annoying watching the Warriors fucking destroy your favorite team every fucking night with that fucking death lineup or whatever they fucking called it. Some shit, bro. I forgot what they called it, but they had a nickname for that fucking small ball lineup with Iggy, Steph Curry, Draymond, KD, and Clay. Bro, they had a fucking name for that shit, bro. I forgot what it was called.
To an all but certain
I might have been the death lineup.
Championship. I remember sitting idly by as my favorite player was getting walked out of the building in the finals.
Oh, your favorite player is
inevitable, and it felt perpetual.
Nice.
Like the reign of the Golden State Warriors was never going to end, and I would spend the rest of my days watching this unbeatable, unstoppable Goliath of a basketball team make quick work of every single organization that stood in their way.
That's facts.
I felt hopeless. The Warriors pushed me to the brink of insanity, and it was never going to end.
Yep, same.
Or at least that's what I thought.
And then this.
Stay with Durant, knocks it away, and Durant's limping. Durant goes down, holding his leg.
Bro, that was so. Yeah, that was sad, bro. That shit was sad.
And Thompson grabs
injuries, man. I fucking hate him. That shit was nasty. Broke his wrist.
And that was it. A 5-year run, cementing their spot.
Bro, yeah, for real, bro. Durant did, hey, Groovy, bro. Durant did remove it. He did, bro. He destroyed the game, bro. He destroyed the game. And injuries. The Raptors fixed it, I guess. I was about to say some fuck, but I didn't mean. I wasn't gonna mean it. It was about to be out of pocket. I was about to be worded how I didn't want it, bro.
As one of the greatest dynasties in NBA history, all came crumbling down in a matter of moments.
Bro, that would have been funny if Steph Curry would have hit himself in the face with that ball right there.
Had fallen, and for the first time in half a decade, the door was open for other teams to win it all. The Raptors won their first championship in franchise history, the Bucks won their first championship in half a century, and the Lakers were crowned champions for the first time.
Hey, look at that shit! Look at that shit, bro! That's that's one of the best rings of all time, bro. You can't tell me different, bro. That was one of the best rings of all time, bro. Hey, bro, they were literally in a hotel room for fucking 90 days away from their families, bro. And they fucking did it, and they fucking did that shit. They got that chip right there. Is number 17 right there, bro. Hey, where's Braun at? Where's Braun at, bro? I need to see Braun. There's Dwight. Hey, Dwight. What's up, Dwight? What's up, Dwight?
The dragon had been slayed.
I don't know what he's doing right now. I wonder what he's doing right now, though.
And I could now rest knowing the Golden State dynasty was behind us.
6 NBA Finals in 8 years, 4 NBA championships, a remarkable run by any measure that only a handful of teams in the history of NBA have accomplished. Congratulations, you are the 2022 NBA champions.
Bro. I don't know who I was rooting for in this finals. I really don't. I really don't have an idea because I don't, bro. I think I was rooting for the young Celtics, bro. I think I was rooting for the Celtics. I didn't want to see Curry win this fourth. I can't even hold it. I really didn't. I like Curry though, but I just didn't want to see him have the same amount of rings as LeBron. But he only has one Finals MVP, so.
I couldn't have been more wrong. Because somehow, despite injuries and roster changes and ups and downs and everything in between, the Warriors are champions once again. We said they were getting too old. We said they were too injury prone. We said the roster looked like a G League team. We said they couldn't win without Kevin Durant. And they proved us all wrong. Just last season, if you told me the Warriors were going to win another championship, let alone a championship this season, I would have checked you into a mental institution.
Hold up. I got something hey, bro. Guess who predicted it? Oh.
To be the GOAT, you gotta have all the elements to put.
Bro, I need ad block, dude. Groovy, bro. We gotta get ad block, bro. We gotta get ad block.
Now that's the greatest order of
bro,
all time.
Come on, hurry up. Come on, hurry up. Bro, that just ruined my video, bro. That just ruined it.
If Klay Thompson comes back healthy, Kendrick Perkins, the Warriors might win it all. I really mean it. I'm not playing with anybody. Molly, it is official. I'm picking the Golden State Warriors to win the championship.
I've been with the Warriors since day one, and I ain't jumping off that ship. It's about the Warriors.
I got the Boston Celtics going to the finals.
I got them winning it all. The Boston Celtics, I'm riding with them to win it all. This is not breaking news.
I was May 6th. Hey, bro, Molly. Whoa. Hey, Molly. Hey, what's up, Molly? What's up, Molly?
Look,
all right. We'll get out of that. All right, let's go back.
Institution. They went from one of the best teams in the history of the NBA to the worst team in the NBA to champions again in record time. Just take a moment to appreciate this roster that defied all odds and became champions.
We're in their corner and on it because their local agent is a small business owner too.
Bro, a double ad?
The last few years have been tough on the restaurant
industry. I'm sorry to hear that.
Out of the 14 players that suited up in the postseason, 6 of them had 0 playoff experience.
Yeah.
Instead of seeking out
Andrew
stars around the league, the Warriors went and acquired players that fit within their system and maxed out their potential. They found value in guys like Gary Payton Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. They saw immense utility in guys like Andrew Wiggins and Jordan Poole and gave them a chance to shine on the biggest stage. Even Andre Iguodala, the oldest player in the entire NBA, played a crucial role as a mentor and a leader for the Warriors throughout the playoffs. This was a masterclass on coaching, adjustments, and players buying into their role and maximizing their impact on the game. The catalyst of this improbable run, the once-in-a-lifetime talent of Stephen Curry.
Yeah, he's
Before
insane.
this year's playoffs, we were asked who had the most to prove and whose legacy would be altered the most with the championship. I thought maybe Chris Paul, Giannis, James Harden, maybe even Luka Doncic. But the answer all along was Stephen Curry. Because now that he has a long-awaited, well-deserved Finals MVP.
Bro, you could tell he wanted that shit so bad too, bro. Like, he said he didn't care about it, bro. He said sometimes like he doesn't care about, bro. He cared about it so much, bro. He was tired of hearing like that he didn't have no Finals MVPs and shit. He was tired of that shit. He wanted to get one, bro. He wanted to get one of his own, and he did. You know, he went out and did it, bro. This man clutch. Hey, man, this man Curry clutch, bro. I don't care.
The man has done it all. 4 championships.
Curry has nothing left to prove now.
2 MVPs, 8 All-NBA teams, 8 All-Star appearances, 2 scoring titles, an All-Star MVP, most three-pointers in NBA history, and a Finals MVP. One of the greatest careers the NBA has ever seen.
In my opinion, the greatest point guard of all time. In my opinion. I guess I never really got to watch Magic, but, you know, I find this more exciting, bro. These threes, bro. I find it more exciting.
And at 34 years old, he is still as incredible as ever. Now, as NBA fans, we have an unhealthy obsession with all-time rankings.
We do.
Moving players around on our all-time list every other week like some sort of sick game of musical chairs.
Nah, that's ESPN, bro. That's fucking ESPN, bro. That's not really anybody else. That's just fucking ESPN and fucking, I guess, Fox, you know, when they have Skip Bayless on that shit because they think that shit's funny. But, bro, they debate that shit all. It's so annoying, bro. I don't even care about the top 5 anymore, bro. Wait, that LeBron is a point guard? I guess it could be, but like, bro, that shit's so annoying. They just try to get their views up.
I think we can all agree that there are a handful of players that remain a step above everyone else. And these are those players. Now, where you choose to rank these players will be different depending on who you ask. Personally, I have them ranked like this. Now,
personally, I think you gotta move the 2 and the 1 around. I think you gotta switch it. I think you gotta switch it personally. Well, you know, I mean, that's cool though. That's a cool list. I mean, that's a cool list. Oh, what'd I do? Oh, I muted it? Fuck. Alright, fuck.
I have them ranked like this. Now, this all-time top 10 has virtually...
Ayo, Groovy, if you're still here, bro, hey, look who's not in the top 10, bro. Damian Lillard, bro. Damian Lillard's not in the top 10 of all time, bro.
Remained the same for years. The most recent player to be on this list was LeBron James, who's been on it for about a decade now. And before him, the most recent players to join this exclusive club were Tim Duncan and Kobe Bryant. Regardless of where you choose to rank these players among your all-time top 10, the players that make up this top 10 haven't budged in over a decade. Recently, I think Curry was tempted to add Kevin Durant to this list, but realistically, I couldn't bring myself to remove anyone in his place, so he remains on the outside looking in. But after this championship run by Stephen Curry and his entire season as a whole, the time has come. It's time we add a new player to this list.
Curry's top 10. Curry's top 10. I agree. Curry's top 10 all the time. I think Curry's top 10 all the time, too.
It's been a long time coming, and it's well-deserved.
I think it should be 4. No, I'm joking.
Stephen Curry is now undebatably a top 10 player of all time. And this season has cemented his spot on this list.
And he took Wilt out for him. I never get to watch Wilt play. But.
Every all-time player has one with their
yeah, no Megalo.
This is a definitive requirement of greatness. But only a few players made such a massive impact that the success of an entire franchise began and ended with them. Tim Duncan introduced winning basketball to San Antonio.
Yeah,
he couldn't win before he got there, and they haven't won since he left. Michael Jordan didn't just win with the Bulls. He was the Bulls.
He was, yeah.
Stephen Curry isn't just winning in a Warriors jersey. He is the Golden State Warriors.
He is.
In 2009, he came into a struggling franchise, and over the last 13 seasons, he has turned them into a behemoth. See, it's one thing to come into a franchise that has seen success, one that has won before and has championship DNA. It is a completely different accomplishment to be drafted to a franchise that has never even sniffed a title and turned them into a dynasty. Russell did it, Mike did it, Duncan did it, and Steph has spent the last decade doing it as well. But you don't have to watch Steph tear your favorite team apart to see his generational impact. Steph is as important to the Warriors' success as any player has ever been to any team in NBA history. Here's a chart of the top 10 players all time and how many wins they added to their respective teams.
You know, look at who's number 1 and it's not even close.
over the course of their entire career. For example, throughout Wilt Chamberlain's career, his team won 7.5% more when he played versus when he didn't play. Shaq's teams won 15% more when he played versus when he was sitting out. Now, anything above 10% is incredible, and nearly all of these players are far above that threshold. When Kobe played, the Lakers won 21.5% more games than when he didn't. Larry Bird led to the direct result of the Celtics winning 22.8% more games. And, of course, the two players that had the largest impact on their team's success are Michael Jordan, and with a large gap above everyone else, LeBron James.
Of course.
But the most important, most impactful, game-changing player for any franchise in the history of the NBA is Stephen Curry.
Wait, whoa. Wait. Are we talking about their careers or what? Like equal to 20. Wait. Even when they had Kevin and Durant and shit? Oh, shit. Oh, yeah, that's crazy.
The Warriors win over 32% more games when Curry is playing versus when he's not.
I mean, I don't, bro. Like, but you gotta think of all the. I don't know, bro. I'm not even gonna try.
That is the equivalent of Steph adding an additional 26 wins for the Warriors over the course of each regular season of his entire career, just by himself. But this isn't some sort of theoretical impact found by just using numbers. We have seen with our own eyes just how lost the Warriors are without Steph.
Yes.
2 years ago, just 5 games into the Warriors season, Steph broke his hand and was sidelined for the remainder of the season. And in that season, the Warriors weren't just bad. They weren't just one of the worst teams in the NBA. They were literally, by far, the worst team in the entire league. The very next season, Steph returned to the lineup and the Warriors' winning percentage more than doubled. And, well, the rest is history. No matter which players come
gonna make the playoffs.
and go.
Imagine not making the playoffs.
Regardless of how the roster changes around him, Steph remains at the center
Bro,
of one of
shut
the
up,
greatest
Dylan.
dynasties in NBA history.
It
The
is.
Warriors should have never won this championship. This title was not in the cards for them. A long shot at best. Just 10 years ago, it was almost unanimously agreed upon that a team could not win a championship off of three-pointers and jump shots. It was believed that you could not win a title with a point guard doing the heavy lifting for your offense.
Yeah, that's true.
2015 was a fluke. 2016 was a blown lead.
Yep.
The next two, well, those don't really count, right?
They don't. I don't care, bro. They don't count.
Kevin Durant. All they do is shoot threes. They'll never win again playing that style of basketball. The Warriors aren't even a team. They're getting old.
I wouldn't bet against us.
He sounds like Twitter users. Alright, I want to watch more. But we're going to get into gameplay after we watch one of these videos. We're going to get into gameplay after we watch one of these.